Hi, and welcome back to Penguin's View. Different one this time round. These are for people that are living in Thailand on long-term visas, like spouse visas, retirement visas, and the like. And for us, we have to do this dreaded thing called 90-day reporting, which is basically where we have to say we have been living at this address for the last 90 days or for the next 90 days. I never worked out which one of those two it ever was, but now it used to be that you have to go to the immigration office to get this done, which is okay, but it can be a right royal pain in the backside. Like for me, it takes me about 35-40 minutes to drive there and obviously drive home. And if I get there for when they open first thing in the morning, I can be in and out in less than 5 minutes. Yeah. If you go later in the day, you can wait up to an hour and only be in there for 5 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, a while ago, they come up with another idea, which was to do online 90-day reporting. Now, first, before I get into that, let me say there's basically three ways you can 90-day report at this moment in time. You can go to the office and do it. Some offices are now charging money for you to do that. Not normally much, 100 baht-ish. Or you can go to an agency for them to do it for you. The problem with that one is the cost. They will charge you at least 1,000. I've heard 2,000 or 3,000 is quite normal. The problem is you have to hand over your passport. Now, by Thai law, you are required to have your passport with you every time you leave the house. No exceptions. I can walk across the road to the bin, and technically I should take my passport with me because I have left the house. Yeah, it's that strict, but there we go. The other way, as I said, is the way they come out with a while ago, which is doing it online. Now, when it first came out, this was awful. You could only do it with Microsoft Internet Explorer as a browser. It wouldn't work in any others. And most of the time, frankly, it wouldn't work, and it never did for me. They have since worked on this, and it's changed big time. You can now use any browser, and it's really quite simple. And this is how I do it. Now, it's not without its issues. There's always issues with everything. The issue is basically when you change your passport, at that point you have to go back to the office because obviously your passport numbers are different. So you have to re-register the new passport, even though you've already probably had your visa changed. If you don't go to the 90-day report office and do that, and then you try to 90-day report online with a different passport number, it will just point blankly refuse you. Okay. There are a lot of people out there that will tell you, oh, in 90-day reporting online, you can't do it. It always breaks down. I haven't had a problem in many a year. As I say, when I changed my passport, that was a little different, but only for the first time. The great thing about it is, with 90-day reporting, you can do it 15 days in advance of when your 90-day report is due. So my next one is due on Christmas Day. I will be able to do that on the 10th of December. You can then also do it up to a week after the date. Now, when you do it online, and you've done it the first time online, what they then do is, when it reaches 15 days before your due date, they send you an email saying, you can 90-day report now. And then at any time, night or day, just go online, fill in the information. It takes 5 minutes, maybe 10 if you're going really slow like I do sometimes, and then you submit it. They then send you an email saying you've submitted it. A couple of minutes later, they'll send you another email saying we've received your submission, and then you have to wait for them to approve it or deny it. But normally it's approved, and if they deny it, you can just go to the office anyway and they'll get it sorted for you. But I've never had one denied. Now, as for getting it approved, I've had it be as quick as 6 or 7 hours. I've had it take 4 or 5 days. It's not a problem. When it's done, they send you an email saying it's done with a PDF for you to print out and put in your passport, showing when your next 90-day report is due. And that's it. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, and it's certainly a lot cheaper than going via an agency. I don't see why people are having issues, because when I was on a spouse visa, it wasn't a problem. When I changed over to a retirement visa, it wasn't a problem. As I say, the only issue was when I changed my passport, and then you have to go to the office. But it's once every 10 years. And you have to go 4 times a year otherwise. So I think you'll find it's a better way of doing it. It is pretty simple. The only thing that bugs me every time is that I have to fill in the address in English. It's all in English. It's not a problem. But I just have that on a piece of paper by the side of me, and I just copy it over. It's not an issue at all. Anyway, this is how I find it. So as long as you've got a computer and a printer, you can do the 90-day report online. Save money and time, which is always a good thing. I mean, if you live next door to the immigration office, it's probably easier just to walk next door and get it done. But even that will take time with waiting and stuff. But there we go. Anyway, hopefully you found this informative, and until the next one, please take care. TTFN.